Welcome back. Okay, we'll switch over now. We'll be talking rugby. I mean, we have members, a coach, the federation, in fact, everything they have to, everything you need to know about rugby. The two guys in the studio are the ones who understand and know everything about it. I'm talking about having the head coach of the senior national team and also the technical director of Nigerian Rugby Football Federation. Two of them are in the studio. I'll start with Mr. Intese Williams first. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Nice to be here once again, Cecilia, and good morning to viewers.
Yeah, he's the technical director. Of course, we have the coach, Branson Way. Good morning. It's good to have you.
Good morning, and thank you very much for having me. Much appreciated.
Let me ask you, I've seen a lot of times, but let me ask you, your experience, I'm very sure this is your first time in Nigeria?
Yes, definitely. Been in Kenya and Uganda a bit. When I got to Abuja, what a different surprise. Okay. Free-flowing cars, great highways. Obviously a different experience this morning and last night in Lagos, but awesome people, and thanks for the welcoming.
Okay. Have you tasted any food before we delve into what we want to talk about today? Have you eaten any food? What food? Nigerian food?
Yes, I have. some good and bad experiences, but getting used to the culture, but loving every bit of the experience.
Okay. So the main deal for today, I mean, you're from South Africa, Cape Town. We know how big rugby is in South Africa. I mean, one of the superpower, when it comes to the game. What are you going to bring into Nigeria's national team?
Yeah, I don't have all the answers at the moment, but obviously sharing my knowledge that I've gained over the years, and I really want to take the team to the next level. I've worked with development teams before. Kenya's development team reached the Africa or won the African Nations or the Africa Cup, the Car Cup. Yeah, and then obviously many of those players went on to represent Kenya on the HSB 7 series. Uganda is also been participating in Dubai and the Cape Town League sevens as well. So when I've come in, I know that I've got a lot of work to do, and people have to perform at a different level, right? And back home as well, if I look at the guys like Cheslin Kolbe, I worked with Justin Geduld. Cheslin Kolbe is playing for one of the biggest clubs in France at the moment. He's playing for Toulouse. And then I've got guys like I mentioned, Justin Geduld is playing one of the best players in the HSB 7 series. So I've in my opinion, I've honed talent, and I know I'm going to have to hone the talent over here. Great athletes, but we need to work on the skill sets. But I can't do it alone. I'm going to need the help of clubs, and visiting one or two of the clubs already in Abuja. It's very social.
Okay.
Train once a week, play once a month. And for me to perform at my best, at my peak and my best level, I'm going to need the players to up their game in terms of training more and
daily.
Yeah, and also the club coaches to instead of having one training session a week, to two to three sessions and play more regularly. Understand that there's a lot of things that we first need to fix, right. But I can't fix it on my own. I need the support out there.
All right. Okay. Let me go to you now, Mr. Williams. Let's review the recent international test match. Just your opinion against the Nigeria Republic. Let's get your thoughts around that.
We went to national test match, which was the first international appearance of the Nigerian national team after the lifting of the suspension.
Okay.
This was put together by the Africa Rugby, and we played against Niger, who is the Super 16 Africa champions.
All right.
And this was more or less a grudge match, because 11 years ago, we had the opportunity of playing against them for the finals, and we had a little bit of a problem on transportation. We got there late. The match was on a Saturday, and we got there on the Saturday evening, and they walked us over. That was after we've communicated through the channels, and they had agreed that they're going to shift it to Sunday. But later on, whilst we're on the road, they now changed their mind, and we now got the information from the matchcom that Niger has changed their mind, and there's nothing you can do about that. So for us to get there, and they walked over. We came back home. So when we're given this privilege to go back again,
You did the job.
we went there to actually massacre them.
All right.
Now, the only thing I'm regretting in it is the fact that they actually managed to score a
Okay.
try against us.
All right.
Because we wanted to really, annihilate
Dismantle
them.
them.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, we regret that we actually didn't make the 60 point mark. It
All
was
right.
59.
All right.
So we're 1 point short.
Let me ask you something. The coach talked about, I know your job's linked, coach, technical director. Some of the help that he requires, some of the things that he need. Can you tell us how you could, just make his life easy, make his job easy?
I've told him here in Nigeria and South Africa, it's two different worlds apart. I've been in South Africa, my experience is in the Southern Africa, and rugby is a passion there.
Yeah.
We're just starting here in Nigeria. We have lots of things to do to get to, we have like 3 stratas before we get to South African level.
Wow.
3 stratas. So we down there, we're on the 2nd strata, and there's 2 more stratas before we get to South Africa. Now, that's not to say that we can't fast track things. Okay. You're talking about 2-3 training sessions. We have a club side which is training every day.
All right.
And it's a professional outfit. And we have some club sides training twice. Now, again, it's all to do with having the necessary logistics, resources to be able to get things like that done. Once you have institutional clubs, like for instance, the police is an institution. So everybody goes to work to play rugby, so they can train every day. Now we're looking forward to at least twice training sessions to as many clubs as possible.
All right.
And once the sponsorship starts coming and people start seeing what is at stake in winning the league, winning tournaments, they will by themselves actually start increasing their days of training,
all right,
to try and meet up.
Okay.
And we're going to try and make sure that his stay in Nigeria is very, very fruitful.
Okay.
Because we have a lot to do and to learn from him.
Hopefully you can do that now.